Hi everyone, welcome to my green closet. Today I have a special guest for you and I'm excited to get this green closet tour series going again. Today we have Chloé from the lovely blog Conscious by Chloé, and she's gonna be giving us a peek into her wardrobe, so let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Chloé Lepeltier. I'm the author of the sustainable lifestyle blog Conscious by Chloé, a platform where I share ways to make your life simpler, greener, and happier. I'm very excited to have discovered Erin's work through the Ethical Writers and Creatives Network, and I'm very grateful to be here today and be able to share with you a sneak peek of my own green closet. Today I'm gonna show you a couple pieces that make my style unique, eye-catching, and sustainable. Like others who've been invited to do so before me, I'm excited to be able to show you ways to make your closet greener no matter what your budget is. Now let's have a look at some of my favorite pieces. If I had to select one item in my closet that best represents my style, I think it would definitely be a jumpsuit like the one I'm currently wearing. They're my go-to piece whenever I don't feel inspired to get dressed in the morning. They're a statement piece by themselves, and I never feel like I have to accessorize them, though I do from time to time. They make me feel stylish, comfortable. The items that I own usually are form-hugging or tie around the waist to balance my hourglass figure, but I have to admit that I have many different styles at home, from jumpsuits to jumpers, catsuits to coveralls. I have them all. I have this example here of a different style. It does tie around the waist as well, but it also has an open back, which I really like. To me, shopping consciously does not start when you're at the store or in front of your computer browsing your favorite brands. There are 4 rules or guidelines that I try to apply and follow whenever I feel the urge to buy something new. The first one is to shop your closet. I regularly take everything out of my closet and just reconsider everything that I own, because sometimes we feel like we're standing in front of our closet having nothing to wear, when actually it's just that we have no idea about what's hidden underneath all those piles of clothes. So I take every single item out and reevaluate whether it fits me, whether it suits my style, or whether it's too old to be worn again. I do have fun putting things on and just trying to create new looks and get inspired for the next time I'm gonna be wondering what I could wear in the morning. We all have more than we think. To fall in love with your wardrobe again, just regularly take everything out of your closet and try things on and create new looks. You'll be surprised at how much you actually already own. Another great way to be creative with what you already own is to participate in a capsule wardrobe challenge, such as the 10 by 10, where you choose 10 items and make 10 outfits over 10 days. It's a really great way to document your style and get creative with what you already own. I did this twice and loved the experience. It was a great way to be creative and to get inspired by other participants. Rule number 2, swap. During the inventory that I mentioned earlier, you might have discovered a couple items that no longer fit you or your style. A great way to get rid of them and get new pieces is to organize a swap. It's very easy to do. Just invite a couple of friends, have a couple of drinks, and try each other's clothes on and go back home with new to you pieces that you love. Rule number 3, buy vintage or secondhand. I personally feel overwhelmed whenever I enter a big thrift store. It can be a little intimidating the first time you go. A great way to bypass that is to follow those 2 rules I created for myself. Shop with the list and set a timer. Last winter, I found a beautiful camel coat that I had on my wish list. And I'm very happy to report that I found it in about 5 or 10 minutes. I just entered the store, tried to identify all the places where I could see that camel color, grab a couple coats, try them on, and find the right fit. Another way, like I mentioned, is to just shop with a timer. Just set a little time for yourself to find something, and if you don't find it within the allotted time, just go away. You don't have to come back with something. The idea is just to have fun and not get overwhelmed or sad because you haven't found what you needed. Just go away, go somewhere else, and you'll find it some other time. Another way not to be overwhelmed while thrift shopping is to find stores with a little vintage selection. I personally have found a couple of these in the city where I live, which is Portland, Oregon. I really love doing that. I feel like I have a personal shopper because I know the style of the shops, and I know that whenever I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna find items that fit my shape and my style. Rule number 4, shop local or ethical. We each have our own definition of what ethical shopping means. I personally love to support local makers. I love the idea of spending my money in the local economy and supporting the work of local artisans. I love the idea that I can have unique pieces that were made just for myself. Another way that I like to shop as well is to buy from ethical brands. I've made a selection of a couple brands that I love and love the convenience of being able, with just the click of one button, to choose the size, color, and shape that fits my style. Besides the camel coat that I mentioned earlier, another item that I shopped consciously is this duster. I found it at a big thrift store in my city, but for some reason it attracted my eyes and I had to get it. It used to be a triple XL actually, but I decided to take on a challenge and do something myself. So I removed the collar, I made it a little slimmer and opened the slits on the side and made my own duster coat. I don't know what to call it. If you have to know something about me, it's that I'm not the most patient person. I can be crafty, take on a new challenge, but might not finish it right away. So I was very happy to have been able to finish this project. I actually documented it in my Instagram stories. It was a fun little challenge. And I'm very happy to have found a piece and made it my own. Although I've moved a lot over the past couple of years, from Europe to Southern California and now to rainy Portland, and also from a corporate work environment to freelance working from home life, there's one item that I've always kept in my closet, and it's a pair of pants. They're very simple. They're from a brand that is not conscious at all. I've had them for maybe 15 years. And there's one reason I do not wear them anymore. It's that I don't fit into them anymore. But for some reason, I felt the need to keep them with me. They're a constant in my life. And they're a great way for me to keep track of my shape and my weight. Although, like I mentioned, I do not fit in them anymore and might not fit in them ever again. I don't know. I'm keeping them. It's not a goal to fit in them ever again, but I don't know. I feel like many of us actually have one of these in our closets, a pant, a dress, a t-shirt, but I don't know. There's no real explanation, but I think it's just the oldest piece of clothing I own. Many items in my closet have a story, but the one I wanted to show you today is this cape. It used to belong to my great-grandmother, and my mom gave it to me after she passed away. I love it. I love it. I like to wear it when I'm sitting on my couch, just reading a book or talking to people, or just sitting at my computer in my home office in chilly Portland, Oregon. The first tip I would give to someone who wants to embark on a journey to a conscious and green closet would be to take it slow. Don't throw everything away and try to replace every single piece of item that you own by an ethical one. You're just gonna get overwhelmed. Take it one step at a time. You'll see it's gonna work out fine. Then I'd ask you to identify your priorities. What does a green closet mean to you? Is it shopping local, secondhand, ethical, going on a no-buy challenge? Just try to think a little before you act and figure out what conscious fashion means to you. Another tip that I would give was to get to know your style. I personally love to go on Pinterest. I take screenshot of silhouettes that I like and that I see on Instagram and try to recreate them at home with my own clothing. It's a great way to figure out what your style is and to create a little shopping list for future. Whenever I'm happy with the look I created, I actually personally take a picture of myself in the mirror and save it in a specific folder in my phone that I can go back to whenever I don't feel inspired to dress in the morning. I'd also highly encourage you to be a tourist in your own city. Enter a local shop that you've never been in before, a thrift shop, a big store, or a highly curated store. Just try things on, look at the tags, get to know the products, the quality, the fabrics. It will just help you figure out what your style is, what you're drawn to, and get to know your city better. How about you find a mentor or your style icon? Look for them online, on Instagram, on a blog. There's tons of people that inspire me on a daily basis, and there's a couple I go back to tirelessly because I know that their style fits mine, I know that their body shape fits mine, so it's a great and easy resource to find brands and items that are gonna fit you. And last but not least, have fun. You're gonna make mistakes and it doesn't matter at all. You're gonna learn along the way. The whole idea is just to be happy and have fun. A conscious closet is not a goal, it's a journey.
Thank you so much, Chloe, and I will have links to her blog down below. She talks about sustainable fashion, conscious living. She has tons of great zero waste tips, so you guys should definitely check her out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and thank you so much to those of you supporting me on Patreon, and I'll see you in the next one.